Aimee has left the building. On today's episode of the Ktown Connects podcast, we are going to infuse some fun as we connect with the operators of Kenosha's #1 performing space, Aimee and Danny Crucianelli of Fusion. Welcome to the Ktown Connects podcast, the #1 local podcast in Kenosha.
Who rates that?
I do. #1.
What's number 2?
Number 2? There is no number 2 because we're #1. We don't look behind us.
So we have no competition? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, you said it, I didn't. Right? Oh, boy. Well, I'm one of your hosts, Donnie, and I'm here with...
Hey, I'm Jason.
Jason, it's been a while. We took a little bit of a break. And we did something a little different.
Oh, yeah, the trivia.
But now we're back on the track, getting people connected more with some of these local connections.
Well, we had an episode with Sarai last week, too.
That is correct, yes, yes.
We're kind of talking about the past and the future. And
yeah, I still got to get that.
Because we haven't recorded the episode yet, but for the listener, they already heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. It's like
my mind is blown.
Fiction stuff, right?
Yeah, somebody called Doc Brown, right?
We need to figure out this timeline.
Right. So we are recording at Luigi's Pizza Kitchen. It's our headquarters for the Ktown Connects podcast. Luigi's is located at 7531 39th Avenue. They are open Tuesday through Sunday. So give them a call at 262-694-6565.
And their full menu is available at luigispizzacitchen.com.
Order those pizza pies.
And be sure to like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. We're still on Twitter and YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Mainly Facebook, though, and Instagram.
Yeah, I did add a new video to our YouTube a couple weeks ago. It was a couple bloopers of us at the end of season 1 I had stored on my phone.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't even see that. I didn't approve that.
I know.
Anyway, hit that subscribe button, drop us a review, and tell your friends about the hottest podcast in town.
And that's the Ktown Connects podcast.
That's right.
I also wanted to thank Dropping Daisies for that killer theme song. Wow. Hey, Aimee and Danny, you are Dropping Daisies.
You are.
And you know what?
Well, 3/5 of them.
Right.
Or 2/5, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if you're aware of this, but that song has been #1 on the charts for about 50 weeks now. Sweet. Yeah, great job on that. We appreciate that. Thank you.
And our Patreon supporters get to hear this episode early and ad-free. And you can join the Patreon party by searching for Ktown Connects at patreon.com.
Subscriptions start at just $2 a month. That's it. $2 a month.
Wow.
And you'll get early ad-free episodes, all the cutting room floor stuff that we have to edit out.
Too hot for TV, no.
And even more great exclusive content like our...
It Is What It Is.
Yeah, that's a great
you're waiting for me to
series.
say it.
Oh, go ahead. I was thinking of something clever to throw in there, but...
Well, it'll take too long.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got our recent trivia games were up there.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, got some good stuff.
So subscribe to patreon.com and just search Ktown Connects podcast on there.
The #1 podcast in Luigi's.
Yes.
Hey, are you in need of some new clothes? You want to be the coolest cat in the room next time you're out on the town? Well, you need some Ktown Connects merchandise. And we have a merch store courtesy of the Lettering Machine for all your exclusive Ktown Connects t-shirts, beanies, hoodies, face masks, and more. What's the more? The beer koozie, right?
Yeah, the beer koozie. Yep.
That's some more. Visit our website, ktownconnects.com, and click on the merch banner for more great stuff.
And for all your garment print and embroidery needs, contact the Lettering Machine. They are located at 720 50th Street. And check out their website at theletteringmachine.com for more.
And we need to take a moment to thank some of our other sponsors.
And that is the Blue Collar Tavern, located at 2627 63rd Street. Grab a nice beer at the Nice Dive Bar.
Captain Mike's downtown at 5118 6th Avenue.
Gin is in there.
Oh, boy.
And don't forget about Union Park Tavern, our good friends Angie and Ben. They're located at 4520 8th Avenue.
The Pine Blossom has all your great gifts at 5925 6th Avenue A.
That's 6th Avenue A. And don't forget about Sarah and AJ at Luigi's Grandview, 6929 39th Avenue.
That's right.
All right, well, let's get the show on the road, huh?
I thought you were going to say something else besides show.
What did you think I was going to say?
I thought you were going to say a naughty word.
Oh, no, I don't do
Let's
that.
get this
Let's get this started.
Oh.
Ooh, now you got to edit that out.
Damn you.
Well, let's welcome our guests here, Aimee and Danny Crucianelli of Fusion. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Hi, guys.
So it's finally you're here.
Fine.
After a few little weeks, we got you. And it's going to be an action-packed show, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have been heard on every single episode of the Ktown Connects podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that great Coming Up Roses, cleaning and organizing.
No, not talking about that. Oh, the theme song.
Yes, and the theme song.
I'm a busy girl.
Yeah, you do it all, Aimee. You really do.
Do a lot of things.
So that's you on drums, Aimee,
Yep.
and you on guitar,
Yes.
Danny.
Actually, on that song, I don't even know if I played guitar. I think I just kind of orchestrated it and did like the really annoying backups.
Okay.
That was my part, and I mixed it.
You did ask for a beer at the very end.
Yeah. That's me. That's my part of the song.
That's his
Besides
solo.
mixing it.
I got to keep that part in every time.
Yeah, I love that part.
But yeah, I asked you guys, we had this song that I found, by the Tremper Golden Strings, started doing it years and years ago. And I contacted the best local band I know and said, hey, can you do something for free for us? I mean, there's a quarantine. Can you work for free for our podcast? And they had this song like so quick.
Yeah.
It was months before we even started recording.
Yeah, we were sitting on it for a while. Like, oh, this is so awesome.
The pay was
I
on
thought we were
par
under a
for what we
deadline.
normally get. So we wanted to jump at it, the opportunity, for
Well, I
sure.
appreciate it. I'm glad you guys, how was your experience recording that?
It was fun.
It was fun.
It was fun.
Because this was last summer during the height of the quarantine. So did you guys get the singer and the rest of the guys over?
Yeah, I mean, we were pretty careful by who we were around and all that. If one of us was like around a ton of people, then we would just reschedule it.
Okay.
We just wouldn't get together.
But you recorded it all together at once, though?
Oh, we did it all together.
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool.
Are you guys going to bust that song out in any upcoming shows?
I guess we really haven't talked about it,
Yeah, we'll think about it.
Be
but
a
it'd
nice,
probably be a fun thing to
be
do.
a nice opener.
It would be a nice opener. We're going to do Tuesday at the Shell this year on August 3rd.
Oh.
So we'll probably bust it out.
Oh, I like that. I'll definitely be there front row. Do that song.
Not Freebird.
Yeah. Do the Kenosha song. Do the Kenosha song. All right, so we're just going to kind of get to know you guys a little bit. So did you guys grow up in Kenosha?
Yep.
Yes.
Both of us.
Aimee, we'll start with you. What side of Kenosha? What area?
Kind of all of them.
Oh.
I moved all over the place. I went to, I think, 6 different elementary schools. I went to 3 different middle schools. And
What was
2
your
high
most memorable elementary school?
Bain.
Okay. Why is that?
We did a mock election there at the same time that the boss, what's his name, Bruce Springsteen, came out.
Okay.
Or like a big song, his Born in the USA song came out.
Oh.
I don't know. That's the only reason I even remember the 5th grade at all.
Okay.
Or the 4th grade? It's all a blur.
Danny, how about you?
I grew up on Christmas Lane.
Oh,
Yeah, it was awful.
yeah, I bet.
That must have been just the beginnings of Christmas Lane when you were a kid then, huh?
Yeah, when we first moved there, I was like 10 years old when we moved there.
Okay.
And it was definitely a shock. And my dad is totally against hanging up decorations. I mean, he kind of did it to appease my mom, but when the guy came around the neighborhood with, you have to sign this to live in the neighborhood and agree to
Crazy.
put up Christmas lights, that conversation did probably not go the way that he anticipated with my dad.
I wish I could have done this.
So, okay, now we have someone here that knows these details and answer these questions for us. So, Christmas Lane, you have to? Do you have to sign something?
I don't think you have to. I think it was
You're
somebody
just
that was
shunned
just
then.
trying
You're
to
blacklisted.
like rally the community. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe you were blacklisted. Who knows?
So it was
Who
like-
egged my car
they're
in the
not-
driveway?
They like separated it. Like if you were on this part of the road, it's not really Christmas Lane. It's the intro to it, because there were a couple houses that didn't put up lights. But I didn't care. The worst thing was like learning how to drive though, and waiting for all the cars to come through as you're like trying to back up out of the driveway. Eventually, you're just you're like, the hell with defensive driving. You just fly out in front of everyone.
Yeah, it's Friday at 6 o'clock. You want to go to the store to get some milk. You're like, oh no.
Yeah,
I'm stuck here.
Or just like, point upward and shout, look, it's Santa Claus. And everybody stops and then you hurry up and fly out.
Pretty much like Dave, Debbie, anything that we're going to do, it has to be before dark.
Yeah.
Like, we can't come over after dark anymore. Not until January.
Yeah.
So is this why you hate Christmas now, Danny?
This is it, bah humbug.
They also did the Christmas song for our holiday special. They came through with Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That one was actually a lot of fun. We recorded that one
Bah
at Fusion.
humbug. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we recorded that one.
You were
at
like, we're not
Fusion.
doing a Christmas song. Yeah, you helped me find my Christmas spirit. I found
We
it.
did.
Yes, thank you
I'm
so
glad.
much. Thank
I'm
you.
glad.
So then, Danny, did you enjoy Kenosha growing up? I mean, you have a very famous family.
I mean, I guess I never grew up anywhere else, so I really can't complain. It's the only place I know. Of course, I did the whole Kenoware thing and all that when I was a teenager, but honestly,
everybody
would it have
does
mattered
that.
wherever you
Right.
lived? You would probably say the same thing.
So you grew up with a musical family. Your cousins and brothers, everybody that played in bands throughout.
My uncles. I don't have any brothers. My uncles
okay.
all played. My dad played drums for a very short time in his life, which I just always thought was super cool. My grandfather played bass in a jazz band. My grandmother sang in Sweet Adeline's.
Oh.
So she was a really good singer.
Okay.
And when her and her twin sister would perform together, they did like this whole like song and dance routine, and they were perfect. I remember being at a restaurant in Milwaukee once, and nobody knew this was going to happen, but they're both hams.
Yeah.
So they just stood up in the middle. They hadn't seen each other in a while because, my great aunt Virginia lived in Michigan. So they just got up and started singing and dancing, and the whole restaurant started crowding into that room to watch them. It was crazy.
Is that where you're like, I got the music in me, I feel it, it's in my blood?
I suppose so, but I don't think it's really in your blood. I think it's more of a matter of determination and finding where you belong, I suppose, like what you're supposed to do.
Is there any pressure to be a musician?
No, I kind of just decided after, attempting to play sports. It didn't go so well for me. So I thought like the way that I was brought up is you really only could do one or the other. Like you were not a jock if you were a musician, and the other way around. So when I joined Penguins with Shotguns later in life, and all the guys would cancel practice to watch football games, I'd be like, what is happening?
This isn't rock and roll.
Yeah. What?
Was that one of your first bands that you?
No, my first band, first actual band, we were called Whatever.
How old were you
we
then?
were trying to come up with a band name, and we had a few, and they always got shot down because we discovered somebody else was already called that.
Oh, yeah. And
then we were really set on Orange, and we booked a show. We played out with a band called Frozen Orange, and we were like, shit.
Again.
So then we were like, whatever. Hey, you know what? Let's just do that. And
take that, yeah.
yeah, we were that. Those my two friends that I was in a band with at that time are probably actually the biggest reason that I play for real.
Yeah.
Or kept playing.
Okay.
Because when you learn how to write and create things at 14 or 15 years old with other musicians where there's not really, it's not exactly like an ego thing, like nobody's been doing it forever already,
Right, do
You're
it
all
my
kind
way.
of learning together, right?
Yeah, we all learned together, and me and the bass player, I was on drums. We decided we both wanted to learn how to play guitar, so we taught each other as we learned.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know.
So are there any instruments that you don't play?
I only play rhythm instruments. I don't play any brass or anything like that.
Okay, so you don't blow on
I've
nothing.
tried.
Okay.
It hurts. I tried to play a cornet and it hurt my face.
All right.
Probably hurt other people's faces too while I was doing it.
You're used to melting people's faces.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a different effect,
So, Aimee, you also have a lot of musical talent. When did you start feeling the groove that you're going to be a musician?
Well, I wanted to play as a kid, but I never could. So I was 28 when I started playing.
But you sang though.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
you don't. For some reason,
I guess
you don't
for some
count.
reason I don't count that as being an instrument. I mean,
I don't know why, because that's the only way I could view my singing before I want to delete everything. Is that I have to hear it as an instrument.
I was in choir as a kid and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't get serious about doing any kind of music thing until I was 28.
What was the first instrument you picked up? You're like, okay, I'm 20.
Danny's drum set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just hop behind the drums and start fooling around and just kind of fell in love with it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I already was as a kid, because like Gem and the Holograms, the cartoon, again, at that same age when I was, going to Bain Elementary and living in that neighborhood with my friends Angel and Jamie, like we had these little fake pretend bands that we did as kids, and I don't know, Gem and the Holograms, and then Joan Jett and Pat Benatar and Sheila E. and all of those cool things, and then I finally had an opportunity to play when I was 28.
Yeah, cool.
So,
and I think that's a good time. We're going to take our first break, and we'll be right back to find out what got Aimee started playing those drums.
Ooh.
Right after this.
All right, well, we're back from our first break. Want to let everybody know, keep your eye out on social media for our next big giveaway, and it's sponsored by some of our great local businesses, Frank's Diner, Faded Barbershop for Men, and Lulu Birds.
We have been giving away some great stuff lately, and we have a very special giveaway coming up that isn't for those silly people on Facebook. This one's exclusive for you, our listener.
Ooh, just the listener. We are putting together the biggest giveaway we have ever done with stuff like Ktown Connects merch, gift certificates to more places than I can shake a stick at.
I can. Frank's, Faded, Lulu Birds, Union Park, Pine Blossom, Kaiser's, Captain Mike's, Lucci's, Lemon Street, Vallejo's, Carbox, and Ktown Connects.
Wow, that is a lot of stuff, and it's just for you, the listener. And
how do you sign up for that?
Well, I'll tell you how you sign up for that. You just have to send us an email at ktownconnects@yahoo.com. Put in the subject line raffle, and you will be registered. Hey, Patreon subscribers, you're already entered.
Wow.
That's the perks you
so
get.
Beth, stop sending us emails every time you hear
Yes, Beth Derry from Lemon Street.
Don't worry, we're not one of those evil corporations who are going to send your email address out to those annoying spammers. And we aren't one of those annoying companies that will bombard you with emails every time we trim our toenails. Nope, we're keeping it simple here, folks. Just drop us a line and you're entered to win.
Yep, and we will be drawing a winner on a live video on Facebook, which will come at the end of our season 2, right around late June, and I believe we decided we're going to be doing that at the Downtowner Saloon.
Ah, really? Okay.
Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on the date for that.
All right, I can't wait.
All right, we
might get new stuff added on too.
Yeah, every time we get new stuff added, so it's growing every day.
Yeah.
That's one training time. All right, well, we're back with our guest Aimee and Danny Crucianelli from Fusion, and Fusion is located at 5014 7th Avenue in beautiful downtown Kenosha. So get on down there this weekend during the week when you guys are open and enjoy some live entertainment. They got a nice bar in there. Have a few drinks, right? Have a good time. It's a great place.
Yeah, we're going to be there.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll probably be there.
Oh, good. That's what I like.
So you guys are open Fridays through Mondays now? Like a long weekend?
Yep, long weekend, yeah.
We work too much the other days of the week to be able to be open 7 days a week.
This is more of a hobby for you guys than actual.
I don't know that we'd call it that.
A hard-working hobby or something.
Sure. I mean,
a passion?
Yeah, a passion. That's probably a better answer.
So, we got to get to the big question we had. How did you guys meet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How could I forget this?
I thought he was a creeper that worked at my daughter's daycare. He wasn't.
You didn't work at the daycare?
He did work at the daycare. but he wasn't
a creeper that worked somewhere else.
Yeah, I seen him at the daycare, and I was like, that's really, I was being completely sexist. And I was like, it's really weird that there's a guy working here.
It was a weird place to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked with a lot of women.
And I have no idea how you did that for that many years.
How'd you get involved in doing childcare?
So I thought I got this sweet gig when one of my guitar players, he stopped going to work. He just decided he wasn't going to go do it anymore, and he was the music teacher there. And he put in a good word for me, and I went and applied and got the job right away. And so I started at this childcare when I was 21 years old.
Oh, wow.
To be the music teacher, and I had no idea how to do that or what to do. So I had to kind of learn my way about it. and I was paid through like this grant that they got to like fund like
cool.
drama and music.
Okay.
So after that grant ran out, I was told that I pretty much need to be
Then you ran out.
certified and licensed and all that, and get my teacher certification. And at that point, I didn't. I was already there for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I was already in all the classrooms and all that.
Okay.
Actually, I enjoyed working with the kids. I thought it was cool. It was
teach them some music. I mean,
and they learned a lot of Beatles songs. And after a while, I started being, I guess, a little more adventurous with teaching them other things like what heavy metal is and stuff like that.
Nice.
I just have to make sure like there was no swearing or anything.
Yeah. Cool.
And also depend on the age group for that.
Yeah, I guess you're kind of dealing at daycare, dealing with all different ages. Right?
It was anywhere from. I usually wasn't in like the toddler room too much. Although they did love me, because I, have the same mental capacity, but I was in the school age room most of the time. So like all the kids in my class were typically like 5 to like 13 years old.
Okay.
So it was hard to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So then
My daughter once asked him why he didn't have any boobs.
So then, Amy, you come walking through.
What was your answer?
Yeah.
I was like, I do. What are you talking about?
So, Amy, you come walking in you see this stud muffin over there, but you're
Super
thinking
hot for teacher.
and you're like, whoa, this guy's hot, but he's a creep.
Soundtrack of Van Halen started playing in my head. His hair blew back in the wind.
She said something about that she makes chili and
I invited him over for dinner.
Yeah, I'll come over, and then I didn't show up because who does that? That would be creepy. That'd be weird. Yeah. Instead, I saw her van at a bar and went there and told her that I hang out there all the time when I never do. And she was like, really? Because I work here?
I work at this bar.
Busted!
I was like, well,
what bar was
so what
this?
else you want to talk about?
Pasquale.
Oh, Pasquale.
When it was still on 60th Street.
Oh, yeah.
So you busted them out right away.
Yeah,
That's
that was 2003.
Yeah.
It's a couple years back.
Yeah.
So was it love right away?
No.
I hold the phone here. I always got to ask this question. I get in trouble for this question a lot. We get some hate mail, but I'm going to ask.
You can't ask yet.
No, too soon?
You can ask about the first date.
You're right. I jumped the gun a lot on this one. Tell us about the first date. After you crept on her.
The first big date was Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Oh.
Chicago.
Yeah. That was super cool.
It was super cool.
Aww.
Yeah. And then that's where the rest of it went. So your next question.
Yeah, when did you guys bang? Right then and there? Right after that?
No. Danny played hard to get for a really long time.
Really?
I did.
Huh. Interesting. All right, let's get up to speed here. How did you guys get involved with Fusion?
Well, like 8 years ago, Don Miller bought the building. He invited me and Danny to like come in and check it out. He was like, you got to check out what they left here. Like there was just because it's the old Grand Central. And there was just so much stuff.
Do they have all the bootleg?
There was
the pipes, the bongs?
There was albums. They took most of the smoke product stuff.
That's something they could sell.
But they left a lot of albums, posters, the store cases. They just left a bunch of stuff. And so we went in there and we like kind of started pillaging around and looking at stuff and helping kind of clean up a little bit. And then Don, we asked him like, what the hell did you buy this place for? Like, you're a drummer. I don't understand why you even bought this place. And he's like, oh, I'm going to turn it into a music venue. And I was like, wow. I was like, no, you're not. There's no way. But he did.
Yeah, he did.
And I told him, like, whatever you need, I'll help you out. We knew it was going to be a nonprofit. So I told him, I said, I'll volunteer and help out with whatever I can. I can learn sound this was before we had the video stuff. But I ended up bartending. So I've been a bartender there as a volunteer for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
So when Don decided that it wasn't something that he really had time to put into anymore, I don't know why he asked us, aside from the fact that I've been there for 7 years.
Well, you got your finger on the pulse of musically what's going on in entertainment. So I think you made a fantastic choice.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that.
So this was last October. When did you guys take over?
We opened in August.
Okay.
Well, we tried to. And then there was like some burning and pillaging that happened in Kenosha.
Really?
Things got a little bit wild, so
I think I was working that day.
everything kind of got pushed back a little bit, and I think we did an official open in mid-September.
Okay. And that's hard because you're doing this during COVID.
And then we had to close again.
Right.
Yeah, so we tried to open in September. Then we had to close again for December.
Sounds like Don Miller set you guys up. You didn't want to handle it.
You know. And then I think we reopened at the end of January.
Yeah, so we opened in mid-September again. Well, for the first time officially.
Yeah.
And we had about a little over a month, a really, really good run.
After Halloween.
And then, we had a Halloween show. There was some COVID exposure potential.
Oh, yeah.
So we closed so that we could go and get tested ourselves and make sure that everything was cool.
Yeah, you guys have been really careful.
I mean, we were the whole crew.
Yeah.
It was me. If one of us got it, we both had it. We had to shut down. We didn't want to expose anybody else. There was nothing else we could do besides do that, you know.
So, and then during that shutdown,
I think.
A lot of people know we've moved upstairs since. We're intending to move into the apartment in mid-November, but because of that COVID shutdown and some other exposures, our apartment didn't get finished. Oh, yeah. So we had a lot of our furniture and things were downstairs at Fusion because we were upstairs and it wasn't all done yet, so there just wasn't anywhere to put our stuff. So we were kind of just in the front part, and we would go take showers by Danny's parents. And wonderful friends bring us Thanksgiving dinner. Jason, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I mean, it's been definitely an adventure.
We were stuck in one room.
But then we were finally able to open again the end of December. So, and it's been pretty smooth sailing since then.
Yeah.
For some of our listeners who might not be familiar with Fusion, can you just give us a little summary of what Fusion is all about?
Anything artistic.
Yeah.
Really, anything artistic.
Pretty much. I mean, we do just such a big scale of different kinds of events, everything from arts and crafts type stuff to music stuff to
art shows,
film viewings.
Film viewing,
Yes, art
live
shows.
podcast recordings.
Anytime you guys want, you know the door's open.
This place might get flooded here.
But really, ultimately, what Fusion is about is something that we've experienced with open mic, which now is transformed into open jam. There's a couple of kids that have, well, they're not kids anymore. When they first started coming a couple of years ago, they were like 20, just turned 21, new musicians, kind of just getting out there into the bar scene. Or
even people that just moved here.
Yeah, or people that are new here.
Musicians.
And just decided to pick up doing some music stuff. Fusion is kind of, you don't have to be a proficient, phenomenal musician to come for open jam. That's always nice, but seeing these younger kids come in that are still learning and watching them connecting with other musicians that are more proficient or maybe are on the same level as them, and then watching what they turn into. We had Spirit Shakers last Saturday night, and their lead singer came in to Tipsy Tuesday open mic probably maybe 3.5 years ago, and he just kind of was like this shy, kind of reserved kid, and really always very talented, but just kind of shy and reserved, and always kind of talked kind of quiet, whatever. And now he's jumping on stage and screaming, and he found himself and who he was as a musician at Fusion. And that's what it's about.
It's got to just be so rewarding to see that.
To watch him grow, and
I'd say the whole proficiency of playing, that's not even really a factor. It's more so you find everybody has a hub for a musical community to meet new people
or creative, or just a creative community. Because
a creative community.
We've had some comedians that have come in. There's a guy, his name is Mike Kaz. Very interesting comedy. Definitely rated mature. Not something that you would think would fit at a music open mic, but it does for some reason.
And sometimes a musician will join him.
And everybody loves him.
You also have a little stage area in the back beer garden too. You have a beautiful beer garden back there.
Yes.
It's kind of tight, but it's very nice setup there.
Yes, we will start having some music stuff happening out there, hopefully in June, provided the weather cooperates with us.
Okay. Yeah, great.
So then what goes into booking your musical acts or your entertainment or What goes into that? Did you guys talk about it? Like, oh, I heard about this band. Let's book them. Or this artist.
We wait for the bands to get a hold of us.
Oh, okay.
The artists
Sometimes.
should. I mean, no, I suppose it's
COVID has made things a challenge.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
There's a lot of bands that don't want to play yet because of COVID.
Some are starting to now.
We've had a
Or more
pretty
starting
strict
to.
mask mandate rule that we've enforced very strictly at Fusion.
I love that you guys
And
did that.
that's definitely cost us some bands not wanting to play because of that. So, and we also always charge a cover because we're a nonprofit that ensures that the band gets paid. So whatever comes in at the door, 100% of that goes to the musicians that are playing that night.
Very
And
nice.
online ticket sales.
No, do you guys pay the mannequin?
She gets shots of Fireball
Oh,
at closing
very
every
nice.
night. Yeah.
Can you give us a little more detail on the mannequin?
So
I see it on Facebook all the
So
time.
Eleanor was left there by the owners of Grand Central. She's got a cousin downstairs in the basement. We haven't brought her upstairs yet. She's not
She's not pretty enough yet?
She's not ready. She got some makeup done, and so she can only come up every once in a while. But so many people forget things when they go to the bar,
shoes,
or or come
for some reason.
Yeah, coats, shoes, glasses, backpacks,
Panties?
scarves. Not so far. We did find a pair of pants. I'm not sure what that was about.
Yeah.
Were they
Basically,
clean?
Eleanor has she is our lost and found mannequin.
Oh, I like that.
So basically kind of a purpose, a way to try to get these things back to people, or maybe somebody needs a hoodie that's been hanging there for a little while and they could just take that.
Right, there you go.
It's
I like
been
that.
there. So just take it. But also if you get a selfie with her and check in, you can get a free shot of Fireball.
Ooh,
also.
I like that. That's
She'll share one of hers with you if you
Yeah.
take a picture with her.
Oh, that's so sweet of her.
She's not mouthy at all.
No.
She's not. She's very hands off.
She stays in her lane.
Very much, yeah.
That sounds like someone I might want to date.
So you guys, this is a nonprofit, more of a passion project for you guys. What do you do for yourself for money?
I still have my other job.
Okay,
I work at a music store.
All right.
Music around here in Kenosha.
Okay.
So
It's a great
I buy
place.
and sell used gear.
That is where we bought our board from, Music Around in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Yes.
Supporting local.
Yes, that's what we're all
It is
about
supporting
here.
local.
Yes, a lot of people think that Music Around. I mean, it is a chain, and it is a big
a franchise.
business,
But
but
still
it's a
put some money-
franchise.
put some money
and
back
it's,
into
yes,
it.
and it's owned by
Yep.
somebody that's local, and I think that that's pretty cool.
And Amy, you're a realtor.
I am.
You just got into that recently, didn't you? Last couple years?
2 years ago.
Okay,
maybe
that's
3
recent
years
to
ago
me,
now.
for people like
2 years
us.
ago. I think
Yeah,
it's
it's 2
fun.
Selling a lot of houses. Hot market, right?
It is a hot market, and to be honest, I've been kind of staying out of this hot market. I'm pretty busy with the cleaning stuff.
And it's coming up roses, cleaning and organizing.
That's right.
Yes, that keeps things kind of busy, and Fusion really has taken over the majority of my time.
Yeah.
If somebody contacts me, I absolutely
Right.
would love to sell them a house. Or if they want to list their home, I absolutely would love to do that. I work with eXp Realty.
Yeah, give yourself a plug. How can someone reach you if they want to sell their house or buy a house? Plug away.
Yeah. Aimee Crucianelli, eXp Realty, 262-577-4110.
I got that. I recorded that.
Did
Good
you?
job.
Yes.
I recorded it here, actually.
Perfect. All right, so Fusion. It is a great place. It is fantastic. And why don't you tell us a little bit about some of these events you guys have coming up this summer? I mean,
No, this is you. You're the human calendar on this.
I did the smart thing.
You have a rotating artist every month. So who's your artist for this month of June?
For May.
Well, this is in June.
You're right.
We're in June right
Okay,
now.
June. So in June, we actually have a couple of different artists. We're trying to highlight the LGBTQ community.
Okay.
And so all of our artists are in that community in some way, shape, or form. I didn't bring the list of their names with me.
well, they'll just have to go down the Fusion and check it out.
That's true. And then July, we've got Cory Champion
Okay.
I'm pretty excited about that one. I've been trying to get him to display his art at Fusion for a couple of years now.
Cool.
There's also another person coming up not long after that, who I think I've asked Jason.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
It's been a couple of years that I've been asking him as well about getting his art up there. So that's something that's really fun to do as well. It changes out the walls every month, provides an additional creative opportunity for either people to purchase art or to display their art and hopefully make a little bit of money.
Get that exposure.
Yep, and the artists also get 100% of whatever their proceeds.
And you get free decorations.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we of course do ask that any of the artists that play there musically or creatively, if they can spare something, if they can donate, to please do that. But I mean, everything's so crazy with COVID. People are out of work.
I was thinking about that. Maybe I can donate some bartending time.
Oh, that would be amazing.
I haven't bartended in a long time.
Hey, why don't we do a Ktown Connect special bartender?
I don't want you to get my way.
I used to bartend.
We could, you know what? There's a lot of days in the month.
Yeah.
And we could do multiple events.
Ooh, I like
No
this.
need to cut it off at just one.
Wow, that's good thinking.
Yeah.
That's a smart
Volunteer
girl, right?
bartenders are actually something that, everybody's a volunteer already.
I like the
So-
term celebrity bartender if I'm going to come in.
Sure. Can we do like that claymation wrestling thing too with our celebrity bartenders?
deathmatch.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. So, Fusion, you guys are going to have an event, Taste of Fusion. Is that correct?
No, that's not what it's called. It's called Fusionelli Fest.
Well,
There's two.
you guys are both right. So we were really disappointed about Taste of Wisconsin
We all
this
were.
year. Dropping Daisies plays every year. It's our favorite event of the whole entire year. All of the food and the friends and the music and Candy Eisenhower.
Yeah.
We understand why they canceled for sure. Though.
Well, of course. Anyways, we were pretty upset about that, and we know that Kiwanis puts a ton of money back into our community every year, and knowing that they lost their biggest fundraiser 2 years in a row, us, the little guys, are going to do Taste of Fusion, which is going to be one singular food truck, which is Captain Mike's, and then bands inside, outside. We're going to do some 50-50 raffles and some other fundraising events, probably some, what do you call them? Auctions, silent auctions, and,
nice.
and that sort of thing. And then all of that money raised is going to go to Kiwanis.
Oh, I love that.
For them, hopefully it's a very minute amount of money compared to what they're used to getting for that event every year, but
It's a little something will help,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
And that's-
every little bit always
It's
helps.
July 21st. That's going to be
24th. That's
July
Saturday.
24th.
Yeah. So it's the weekend that Taste of Wisconsin would have been.
Okay. I look forward to that. That would be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a bunch of fun. And then August 20th, 21st, and 22nd is Fusionelli Fest. And that's a great big fundraiser for Fusion. So every dollar that's raised, and we'll probably do
That ice machine.
That's right.
Yeah.
Man, we're spending like $20 a week
we
on
actually
ice.
stop and get ice on the way home.
We do.
I'll give you a bag from Luigi's. We'll fill you up.
There's just some things that we want to get started and kind of get a good jump into going into next year. So we need a fundraiser to do that. So 3 days of music inside and outside, pasta truck of undisclosed.
The fire truck, pasta truck?
I'm not going to mention who's doing
okay.
pasta trucks yet. I threw it out there that what's a Fusionelli Fest, and I really thought that everybody would be like, oh, Fusion and the Crucianellis are going to have a music fest. But no, they were like something with pasta. And I was like, okay, that sounds good.
Well,
let's do all of it.
That's going to be exciting. I like that.
Can you talk about any of the bands that are scheduled to play? Could be anything. Any surprises?
So for the July event, we've got the Thieving Magpies, Dropping Daisies.
I heard they're awesome.
Up Yo's. And then for Fusionelli Fest, we've got Pierce Vendetta Rick. Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. Brendan Pierce used to be our bass player in Dropping Daisies. Would you kindly... Dropping Daisies is playing again. I really should have brought my list with me.
That's right. People just have to
I suck at this.
find it on your Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you find you on
and we're
Facebook?
also-
Fusion Kenosha?
Some of it's still in the works, yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah.
Kenosha Fusion
Kenosha
on
Fusion.
Facebook, yeah.
It's KenoshaFusion.com as well.
Correct.
Your website.
Correct.
And then real quick, so then can you just go through the week and tell us what you have scheduled every week? You have open mic?
Friday and Saturday is almost always live music. In the event that we're not able to have a band booked for that night, we're still open, but we'll try to do like karaoke or we'll view a movie inside or outside depending on the weather. We try to just always still have something going on, but the main goal is to always have music. Sunday nights Sunday during the day is...
Yeah, Sundays during the day, you guys have a lot of interesting things you guys have been doing.
June we have the tea party thing.
Oh, that's right, the steampunk.
Yes,
Paul Little.
Yes. So Paul Little and Steampunk Society are doing a steampunk tea party every Sunday in June from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Cool.
And then Jill Gorzelski, or I call her Spooky Jill, hosts an art project every Sunday, which sometimes it's something really cool like floating teacups or designing a kitchen apron or something along those lines. But sometimes it's just painting a wish box or rock painting.
Cool.
We just recently seen that you can make bricks look like library books. So that's a really cool thing that we're going to do. We do that 3 to 6 and then open mic starts.
And if someone wants to come by, they just come by for that stuff? And like a small fee they paid and drawing it? Okay.
Each art project has its own pricing, but it ranges from $5 to $20.
Oh, okay.
So, and $20 usually also includes some type of event that goes along with that. Yeah. Like when we did our tea party, we had an enchanted tea party where we made the floating teacups that you can see in the window at Fusion now. And we had little tea sandwiches and appetizers and all of that, and actual tea. Like we did have tea. Not a lot of alcohol was sold at that event, but that's kind of the beauty of Fusion. And so, like some of that money again, like goes into some of those other events that don't necessarily always include drinking. Because since we are a performing arts center rather than a bar, we can have underage people, we can have families, so we can do family type events that don't feel awkward bringing your child into a bar, even though we live in the state of you can bring your 2-year-old to do shots at the bar if you want to.
Well, I don't know if the 2-year-old would be doing shots.
If their parents said they can, right? I mean, it's the law.
I mean, sometimes that kid needs to go to sleep.
Well, the shots help that? That's what Jägermeister's for.
All right, I think with that, we're going to take our second break and be right back with more with Danny and Aimee. And we're back from that great break. Fantastic break, wasn't it, Donnie?
They're always great.
And we also like to remind everyone that Fusion has their open jam we've missed on Monday nights.
Correct.
What time does that start?
8:30.
8:30 every Monday.
8:30 every Monday is a full backlined open jam. So
what does that mean?
Like, so Sunday is the open mic. It's going to be more geared towards acoustic players or like, poetry and stuff like that. Okay. No drums, more of a low key kind of quiet open mic. And then Monday is just pretty much raucous, all out open jam. Come with your band, get 15 minutes, or go there and sign up and build a band there and see what happens.
And what kind of equipment do you have provided there?
A couple guitar amps. I work at a music store, so everything's pretty decent. So bass rig, a couple guitar amps, full size keyboard, full drum set, cymbals and everything. So really, everyone just has to show up with like their axe or their sticks, and that's it.
Oh wow!
Oh, and microphones because of germs.
Yes, you got the new thing with COVID is you have to bring your own microphone.
Yeah, bring a microphone. That's all right. That makes people very happy.
And I think that's probably something that we're going to try to continue to encourage people to do.
Yeah, why not?
Even with the mandate in Kenosha being lifted, that's the microphone is still going to be.
I'd rather anyway. I've been in front of some really gross microphones before.
Like the one right in front of you?
Does someone ever bring in like the cheapest microphone you can find?
Yeah, sometimes these people will come to me. I've got a couple. I did buy a couple house mics, and they're like $25 mics. They're okay, but you can tell when someone goes up there with something nice.
Well, it's time for our Quick Connects, and Quick Connects is brought to you by washed out, locally owned hair products. From the suit and tie businessman to the Motorhead leather jacket rocker, Washed Out is loved by those seeking the best hair products at an affordable price. If you want that great me, Donnie Stancato look, visit washouthairus.bigcartel.com for details.
What's your favorite wash out product you use in your hair?
The pomade.
Okay.
I think that's my favorite.
Looks great.
Thank you. Thank you. I am having a good hair day today.
Well, you wear that washed out product very well.
Oh, you got to support those sponsors. All right, you guys ready for Quick Connects?
Sure.
All right, we'll start with you, Aimee, and then you'll answer.
You both can answer each question.
Yeah. Favorite famous Kenosian?
Al Molinaro.
Ooh.
Al Molinaro.
Hey.
Only famous Kenosha. I'm just kidding.
So you guys know what a guilty pleasure is? You
Yes.
know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. But some people don't. So. Okay, whether it be music, TV, film, or whatever, what is your guiltiest guilty pleasure?
Housewives of any city, actually. Like when I do sit down to watch TV, like I don't know why. I can't explain it, but I'll watch a whole season.
How about you, Danny?
You know, I've asked the same question to other people, and my answer is always, I know it's weird, but I don't have one. I just kind of wear it all out there. Like if I'm listening to Justin Bieber this week, I will tell all my friends that I'm listening to Justin Bieber. Like,
What's your favorite Justin Bieber album?
I am not a fan of Justin Bieber currently. I'm just using it as an example.
So what you're saying is that you don't feel guilt.
I don't feel guilt in things that give me pleasure.
You like it? You like it?
How about that?
Wow. Aimee has left the building.
All right. What is the last great meal you guys had in Kenosha?
That's super tough. We probably go eat out more often than we should. And I think that's why we're struggling to figure it out.
A memorable one would be when we discovered the Sassy B Bloody Mary with the board of food.
Yeah, it's a $25 Bloody Mary at Sassy B. You can also get the different infused vodkas in the big 32-ounce Bloody Mary.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. That's when you ate that hot pepper on accident, and I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, man, he did terrible things. Did a video, put it on Facebook.
Yep.
It's embarrassing.
Yep.
It's fine.
Well, that's love. All right. Which now closed Kenosha business do you wish you could bring
Max
back?
Deli.
Oh, there we go.
Red's Roller Rink.
Hey.
Hell yeah. That's a good answer.
Dude, they had the shittiest, best nachos.
Yeah, somebody please buy Max Deli. Somebody has to do it. $560,000. Come on. I mean, I think that's a hell of a deal. That's a really nice place.
Hey, if we get a few more sponsors, maybe we should buy it.
Hey. All right. Where in Kenosha would you recommend someone go for a first date?
Fusion.
Yeah,
Of course. Preferably on an open mic where they can have a chance to talk to each other and experience some good feels.
In which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money at?
Fusion.
Okay, you can't count Fusion.
I'm kidding.
Pub 22 and Bourbon Legends, actually, and a solid mixture of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping Daisies practiced in the basement there for a long time. We ate dinner there constantly just because we would both be rushing out of work trying to hurry up and get to band practice. And it was usually the only places that...
Pub 22 had the best pizzas.
Oh, yeah, that
best
buffalo chicken pizza.
Oh,
man. Yeah, definitely. That corner building. And they actually now slush... Catfish is so good.
Yeah.
There's something in the kitchen at that building, man.
Yeah, they rock and roll over there, man.
Yeah.
They're busy all the time.
They are
And
super.
their slushy drinks look crazy good.
They
They
are.
are.
They
They're
are
very
super good. The owners there are super really nice. All the servers that we've dealt with there have also been super nice. But their catfish, super good.
All right. Well, we're talking about food. What's your favorite Kenosha pizza place?
Ooh.
Tommy Crucianelli's Kitchen.
Doesn't work like that, though.
Luigi's.
Hey.
Luigi's. I'm going to say it's kind of a toss-up between Vallejo's and Sal's.
Oh, Leo's is really good.
Sales is very underrated to me. They're so good.
I think so.
I feel like that's
but if
like
you said
one of the
pizza
hardest
turnover,
questions.
I'd say Renzo's.
Oh yeah.
I keep hearing about sales. I got to try sales.
Well,
You gotta try
definitely
Sal's.
have to.
Huh. And last one. This is the one where the fights start. Big Star or the Spot?
Do we have to get cheeseburgers?
You do whatever you want. Right? It's not that hard of a
The banana
spot.
split is better at the Spot, but the ham and cheese sandwich at Big Star is like beyond reproach. Nobody else does it like that.
How do you say Spot?
My answer is both.
Okay.
I'm going to both places.
Hey.
And then I'm going to stop at Cheryl's and get a shake.
Hey!
Hey, this is your episode. You can do whatever you want. You can do how you
grown
want
up.
to. All right, and that does it for our Quick Connect segment. We got to connect with everybody here on the show.
That was some fun connecting there.
Fun connecting. And what time is it now?
It's trivia time.
That's right. And trivia is brought to you by Coming Up Roses Cleaning and Organizing. For a professional experience at an affordable price, contact Coming Up Roses for your home or office needs. No job is too big or small. Search Coming Up Roses on Facebook and give them a call at
262-748-6978.
to see what they can do for you.
Yeah, well, thank you. Coming up, Roses Cleaning and Organizing.
They're rad.
Amy, have you heard of them?
A little bit. They have a really cool logo.
Oh, yeah, I heard they
Yeah.
were awesome. Yeah.
Well, it's ready for some trivia, huh?
Oh, yes. And now it's time for trivia where we take on our guests against Donnie. If I can find... Oh, it's over here.
Don't worry, I've only won about 3 times out of about 40. I did beat the mayor, though.
That's
Say
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Say that every time.
Well, I mean, it's my claim to fame.
All right. So it's going to be you two together against Donnie. So you guys can, the subject today is guitar trivia.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
I'm done.
So, Donnie, you're going to go first. Kind of let them know how it works here. And then these are multiple choice questions. So I am saying there's a chance.
Thank God.
Donnie, you ready?
I'm ready.
Leo Fender is commonly known as the inventor of the Fender Stratocaster. However, he was not alone in doing so. What was the name of his co-designer? Was it Edith Fender, Freddie Tavares, or Bill Carson?
Freddie Terrace.
What?
What is it? B. Freddie. What was his last name?
Tavares?
Tavares.
You are correct.
That was a lucky guess.
Ding, ding.
You're done. You both are done. I'm going to win.
Danny and Amy. Which animal body part is not the name of a piece of the guitar? Is it A, the head, B, the neck, or C, the foot?
The foot.
You are correct. Ties it up. 1-1.
That was a tough one.
Donnie?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Along with the flat top, what other name is given to the alternative style of acoustic guitar? Is it arch top, round top, or flip top?
Flip top.
That is incorrect. That would have been A, arch top.
Ah.
All right, Danny and Amy, chance to go ahead here. Number 2. What is the name of the small piece at the top of the fingerboard which supports the strings? Is it the bridge, the nut, or the collar?
It's the nut.
You're right, Amy. It is the nut.
Looks like you need a nut replacement.
Oh, no.
Shop talk.
Donnie, number 3 for you.
All right, let's see if I can
Tie it up here. The Gibson ES series are all finely made classic guitars. What do the initials ES mean in their designation? Is it A, Electric Super, B, Electric Series, or C, Electric Spanish?
B.
Electric Series, that's a good guess, but that would be wrong.
All right.
It is the Electric Spanish.
What?
Or Electro Spanish. You get that one right, Danny?
No.
Whoa. Let's see if you guys know this one.
I just knew that they're all hollow bodies. I don't know.
Okay, this one's kind of an easy one. What are the microphones in an electric guitar more commonly known as? Are they A, cans, B, pickups, or C, bridges?
Pickups.
You are right.
Hey.
Perfect score. 3-1.
Roasting me over here.
Donnie, number 4 for you.
Okay.
That's a different show.
Which company was known as the first to feature the pointed or droopy headstocks, which became popular in the 80s with rock and metal guitarists? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it A, Peavey, B, Fender, or C, Jackson?
Fender.
Incorrect. It is C, the Jackson guitars. Not doing so good here now.
No. Do I ever?
You beat the mayor.
That's right. MASH trivia. Nobody will ever be allowed
Number
to forget
4
that.
for Danny and Amy. All right. B.B. King's guitar, Lucille, is almost as famous as the musician himself. But what is B.B. short for? Is it Black Billy, Bobby Blues, or Blues Boy?
I think it's C.
Yeah, probably C.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
You were right.
Hey!
It is C, Blues Boy. Good job. Donnie?
Well, let's just see if I can add some credibility to my score.
Eddie Van Halen's Frankenstrat is a homemade guitar built from what other guitar brands? Is it A, Gibson and Fender, B, Jackson and Fender, or C, Harmony and Fender?
Harmony and Fender.
No, that is incorrect. That would be Gibson and Fender.
I was going to go with that one.
And the final question. See if you can do a perfect score here, guys. You're going to. What is the name given to representing music, specifically for guitar or other fretted instruments, that's considered musical shorthand? Is it tabernacle, tablature, or tabloids?
Tablature.
And you're right. Good job, guys.
Tabernacle.
I wanted to say tabernacle.
Score.
Congratulations.
With a perfect score, Danny and Amy take home the big prize, which is
A bottle of Lou Perini's water.
Hell
Congratulations. Enjoy that.
That's where we usually get our ice.
Oh, fantastic. Got to support local.
and you can pick up Lou Perini's water. They're now open again after their car drove through them.
Yep, they're all repaired. New counter in there. Anthony's got that place looking great.
So stop on by. They're located at the corner of 52nd Street and Sheridan Road. Mm-hmm. Great place to stop after you leave Fusion.
Yes,
which is located at.
Yes.
Right around the corner.
Which is located at.
52nd Street and Sheridan
No,
Road.
Fusion.
Fusion. Oh, fuck. Edit that out.
51.
I got it right here. 5014 7th Avenue. Hold on. Let's just edit that out. And Fusion is located at 5014 7th Avenue in beautiful downtown Kenosha.
They're open Fridays through Mondays at what time?
Friday and Saturday we open at 6. Sundays we open now for June at 10 a.m. And Mondays at 7.
Okay, awesome.
Wonderful. Hope everybody goes down there, supports the art, supports you guys. Let's build Fusion up to even more from what it is.
Let's get us an ice machine.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Fusion an ice machine. Look forward to all the events you guys have coming up in the summer, the big events and everything else. And I just want to say thank you for keeping music alive.
We also need to thank our other sponsors today, including Blue Collar Tavern,
Captain Mike's,
Lucci's Grandview,
Union Park Tavern,
The Pine Blossom,
The Lettering Machine,
Coming Up Roses Cleaning and Organizing,
Washed Out Hair,
Frank's Diner,
Lulu Birds,
Faded Barbershop for Men,
and Lou Perini's Gas and Groceries.
Well, that does it.
Another episode in the bank, my friends.
We did it.
We did it.
Great interview.
Yeah, and just trying to figure out
what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We are connecting Kenosha.
I'm from Kenosha, I say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. I'm from Kenosha, I say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. Well, the wonderful East, the beautiful West, that's the right place to be from. Sing it so loud of it because we're so proud of it, Kenosha, my hometown. Give me a beer. No! Oh.
Why are we tied to this chair?
I wanted to do
Who are you
something else.
people?
The nut.